Hello guys, a warm welcome back to the Kilohertz Mercedes channel, and I hope you're safe and well. Now today's video you join me of course in my 2013 SL63 AMG, and my car's got the optional electronic steering column which moves up and down and goes in and out. And it also has the easy feature which your car might have as well, where actually the steering wheel goes up and down as you get in and out of the car. Now this problem's not limited just to SLs, it's all models across the Mercedes range with the electronic steering column. And the problem I'm referring to is the actual manual adjustment. You can see here, it easily, no problem at all, goes in and out. But if you want to move the steering wheel up or down, you just get a whirring or a creaking sound and nothing's happening. However, it still does move in and out. Now the problem is that the actual servo or the motor within the steering column is actually seized. Now, I had got this car best part of a year ago, and just a few months after getting the car, I reported this to the seller of the car because it was still under warranty. And after a day or two, he came back to me and mentioned that the best solution to fix this is actually by hitting the steering column. And I thought, what a load of rubbish. So I had a quick look online and found the Zentry entry, the workshop manual from Mercedes themselves. And lo and behold, they actually do recommend, I can't believe I'm saying this, hitting the steering wheel. Or as Mercedes call it, knocking the steering wheel. Now the problem is, and I've read this on forums as well, if you go down the road of actually getting a replacement steering column, 6 months down the line you're going to be in the same boat. They've got a tendency of seizing up. I guess potentially it's when you're not adjusting the steering wheel too much, it gets stuck in the same place. So I did this fix, as I say, after I reported this to the dealership, and it's been fine ever since. I don't know if it's something to do with the hot weather. It's extremely hot today, but it's actually seized again, so I'm going to give it one more go. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you do that. So we may as well get started because it's roasting in here. Okay, so let's get started. Right, so I'm going to be following the instructions laid out by Mercedes, as I mentioned, on their Zentry tips. So the first thing you want to do is move the adjustment to its end position. So I assume that means the closest towards you. I guess so you can get your hand around the back. Okay, we've done that. There we go. Okay, release the jamming of the height adjustment by knocking with the palm of the hand onto the top of the steering wheel. At the same time, push the adjustment switch downwards. So let's give that a go. So I can't believe I'm going to be doing this, but I'm going to be hitting my Mercedes. So let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Give that another go. And I can't believe I'm showing you this, but that's all it took. Let's give it a bit of another knock just to make sure. But yeah, a simple punch of the wrist or a slap of the steering wheel has fixed it. And there we go, we got front and back again. And it's as simple as that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you went down the road of just replacing the actual unit, it's going to be a best part of £1,000, probably more including labour, and then you're going to be in the same boat in a couple of months later anyway. So just doing this fix once in a blue moon, that's excellent. I mean, I can't believe that Mercedes actually recommend that's the way to do it, but if it works, it works. Now, it also mentions in the guide that you should reset the software parameters afterwards with a diagnostic machine. I didn't do that last time, but I might give that a go now just to see. I think you have to, the control unit software is updated if necessary. The limit stops are cleared, normalized again. So I guess it's just resetting it just in case you get any problems. Like with the electric windows, the car needs to know what the range of movement is from one end to the other. So I might give that a go now. Okay, so I've just connected up my iCarSoft TR Max OBD2 reader. Now, if you haven't got one of these yourself, check my review video. The link should be on screen now. And within the video, I also offer a discount code so you can get some money off your own unit. Anyway, I've just done a quick test on the car, and it's come up with one fault code here, which is to do with the electrical seat adjustment with memory function. So if we click on that, and then you've got the option to clear the fault codes or clear memory. But I'm just going to quickly show you, if you go to view data, and it's got a couple of options here, and you've got the causes for abort of the easy entry exit system. And you can actually see it's actually logged the last times we've had a sort of fault with this. It's just a neat little thing to show you. So anyway, what the if you just go back at the different seat adjustments, it actually shows you all the parameter values where the current seat positions are. But for this purpose and for what's recommended, Mercedes recommend on Zentry, it's just to clear any fault codes and fault memories. So we're just going to do that here. So you don't have to do this. It made no difference last time I had this fault. The fault did eventually come back, but if you're following Mercedes process, you just get it connected up and you clear the fault memory as such. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up this video. Now, if it actually helped you out and your steering wheel now moves, please let me know by adding a comment in the section below and giving the video a thumbs up. Now, if you've got any other videos as well that you'd like me to cover, I do have access to a couple of Mercedes. I should be able to do some how-tos on the channel. Again, let me know in the comment section below. Now, nothing too technical. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a guy on YouTube. So if you haven't done already, consider clicking on the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you're notified as soon as I upload new videos. And until next time, thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.